Hey, brothers and sisters, I have a quote from Ellen G. White, very important. I think it's Christ's object lesson. I missed the quote. Where it is to have this one here. Our doctrines may be correct. We may hate false teachings. I may not receive those who are not true to principle. A belief in a theory of the truth is not enough. To present this theory to unbelievers does not constitute you for witness for Christ. So Sister White says one can be a Christian, one can go to church, one can be elder and a pastor. If they are unconverted, means the heart is not changed. And it's very much like a round of ceremony. A round of ceremony is doing things to gain heaven, to go to heaven, and to try to gain something from God. This is selfishness, brothers and sisters. This is not Christianity. Here, Christ, our righteousness, page 68. To fail to enter into the experience will be to miss the real, vital, redeeming virtue of the third angel's message. Here's what it says. Most Adventists don't even know what righteousness by faith is, so they don't even have the third angel's message. They don't have the power to give this message. What does it mean? What does this verse means? To fail to enter into this experience of righteousness by faith will be to miss the real, vital, redeeming virtue of the third angel's message. What does it mean that we don't have the vital, redeeming virtue of the third angel's message? Because the third angel's message speaks that we have to overcome the beast, to keep the Sabbath, and to overcome the powers of earth that will be fighting against God's people. So this can only be done by true righteousness, the righteousness of Jesus. No one can want to obey truth, to follow truth in face of persecution. So this is the power and the vitality of the third angel message is righteousness by faith. Then she says the condition of most Christians Adventists, she says what it is. Unless this experience is gained, the believer will only have the theory, the doctrines, the forms, and activities of the message. That will prove a fatal and awful mistake. So she says that if you don't have righteousness by faith, we go to church and we have a theory. 1 plus 1, you save 2, then you receive salvation. Cars are 4 wheels. How many wheels have a car? 4. Good, you receive salvation. Knowledge, by your knowledge and by your assent to knowledge, you receive salvation. This is what people are doing. They come to church and they baptize people and they give them a bunch of things to memorize. And they say, no, you have become a Christian. No, you have become a Seventh Adventist because you memorize a bunch of text, of knowledge, and then you receive salvation. This is nonsense, brothers and sisters. This is what she's saying. This is, it says, unless this experience again, the believer will only have the theory. He has only theory. There's no conversion. The doctrine, he has the doctrine. You know, doctrine doesn't mean the person is saved. He can be totally evil. We have the forms and the forms. Like Catholic Church, you enter, procession, Mary, Mary, get the oath, Mary, Mother of Jesus. You enter, you kneel down, you go up, you go down, you do this, you go back, you do down, and you exit church. You do a form, ceremony, procession, oh, incense for Mary, and they come out. We go down to ceremony. Ceremony is not Christianity. But people who don't have the resurrection by faith, they do ceremony. They go in, out, they pay the tithe. We sing song, la la la, Jesus loves me, Jesus. And we bow down, prayer now, stand up now, leave the church. And they leave the church, they say, oh, I feel better now. I've been up and down, I kneel up, I go up, I sing a song, and I go out. I did a good deed for God. This is unconversion. The sad part, she said, this is a fatal. When you use a fatal blow, it means the person dies. Here she says, to prove this, that not understanding, not studying the righteous by faith message will prove a fatal and awful mistake. It means fatal. It means the Christians that go to church and Adventist all his life and dies, he is not going to go to heaven. It is fatal death. A fatal death that ends up in eternal hell. Only those who receive righteousness by faith go to heaven. The theory, the doctrines, even the most earnest activities of the message. She says, even the best workers that go all over the world, evangelize, everything, if they don't get this message of righteousness by faith, they are lost. It's worth nothing. She says, cannot save from sin. Someone wants to save and they do things, ceremony, they go to temple, they worship, they put incense, they do this, they give donations, they help the poor, and it doesn't save anything from sin. The theory, the doctrines, even of the most earnest activities of the message cannot save from sin, nor prepare the heart to meet God in judgment. God bless you, brothers and sisters.